Hello, Vaultlings. It's Penny here on Monday, May the 16th. We're now into week 7 of Go Fresh here in the vault. Right before I came back in to make this video, I pulled my calendar out and counted how many days we have left in this current initiative, which today's May the 16th, and we'll end Go Fresh on June the 16th. So as of tomorrow, we have 32 days left in this current 11-week total health and wellness initiative. And so I started thinking about what is possible in 1 month or a little over a month. What is humanly possible to accomplish in 1 month? And I bet you all have some real stories that you could share about your personal experiences and what you've been able to accomplish in a 1 month time period. But I was reminded of a personal experience, which is what I wanted to just mention to you today, and hope that it might be an encouragement on some level for you, no matter where you are in this current initiative, no matter if you are just totally rocking the house and you're dropping weight and you're firming up and you're on your game and you're transforming your thoughts and you're doing everything really well, or you may be on the other end of the spectrum and you may be thinking, what's wrong with me? Things aren't coming together. I really had great expectations going into this initiative, and not much has changed, right? Well, so I was reminded of back in 2008, most of you know, I did a 92-day juice feast. 3 months of living on nothing but liquid nourishment, nectar of the gods and goddesses. It really was the best I ever felt in my life. It wasn't necessarily easy, but it was life transforming. And it took me a while to be ready to make that kind of a commitment. I had done a lot of fasts before. I had even done some stints of juice feasting, but to commit to a 3-month juice feast, well, I had good motivation. I had some weight that I really wanted to lose, and I had some lingering health problems that I really wanted to get serious about. And I was just at the right timing in my life to do it. But I said all that to say, the bulk of the percentage of weight that I lost during that 3 months, which I think altogether ended up being something like 30 pounds, the big majority of that 30 pounds, I'd say at least a good 2/3, happened in that first month time period. Now, I was not starving myself, I want you to know. I was taking in anywhere from probably 1,600 to maybe 2,200 calories a day, which was really good for where I was in my, my body frame and my current size that I was back then. And so I was dropping something like a pound every day or two. And if you don't think I wasn't jumping up and down and clicking my heels around Tulsa, Oklahoma, you can imagine I was on top of the world. And so it's possible to do that. Now, I'm not suggesting that you go and get radical and start a juice feast right now, but it's something that you could look into. It may be how you want to finish out Go Fresh. You may want to do a 14-day juice cleanse. If you have my book, Raw Food Cleanse, I have several different options on cleanses. Right here in the vault, I've listed the 3-day energy boost cleanse, which a lot of you all have done that. And everybody that I've ever heard that's actually done it and stuck with it for 3 days has had great results. And everybody that I've talked to says that they've felt so much better. One of the things that I think it does is it really just helps you set the reset button on what you're currently doing. And if you are feeling out of control in your eating or your choices, you might look into doing a 3-day or 7-day or 14-day either juice cleanse, or maybe you just want to go 100% raw for a period of time and just eat raw food. I mean, you don't have to get real organized and real elaborate. You don't have to make gourmet raw food. It's like Dan the Man says, just go out and grab a bunch of bananas and start eating bananas, and you're a raw foodist. I always laugh when he says that, but it really is true. I mean, when I first went raw, I just ate raw food. I mean, I didn't have any books. Really, I had one book. I had Carol Alt's book, Eating in the Raw. So I did a couple of her recipes, but I mean, I'm seriously, I was eating fruit for breakfast. At lunch, I would take a couple of avocados to work, cut those up, cut up some tomatoes, salt and pepper, eat that for lunch. I was totally satisfied. And then in the evening, I would come home and try to put something a little bit more interesting together for my husband and I. And yeah, I got tired. But once I kind of, got into the scheme of things, I felt great. That first month that I went raw, I lost 15 pounds in the first month. So I'm just saying, where there's a will, there's a way. And once you make up your mind to do something, well, if you have to make up your mind that you're going to do it. Now, I also want to share, I shared in last week's video that I'm not really talking a lot about it. I'm not blogging about it or anything like that because I don't want to draw any attention to, what I'm doing because it's really not all that impressive to the average person. But I started a 31-day exercise challenge. Totally a personal deal. Starting May 1st, I made a 100% commitment to myself that I would do some sort of body movement every single day. And for the most part, I have walked every day. Like I would say that I walk at least 5 to 6 days a week, 30 minutes to an hour every day. That's really up in the game for me. On the days that I have not been able to walk, I've gotten on my mini trampoline and done some rebounding. This week, right now, I'm really turning up the heat on my yoga stretching and getting on my mat and really carving out about 20 to 30 minutes a day where I am just going through a succession of poses and really stretching it out. I mean, I thought I was doing great because I'm getting out, I'm really, I'm burning some calories. But when I've started upping this yoga, it made me realize that I'm not as fit and flexible as I used to be. So I'm really excited about it. And yes, I am seeing some difference. My husband even said over the weekend, he's like, I can really tell you're losing weight. And I'm like, really? Because I really haven't lost a lot of weight. I think maybe 3 pounds. But I'm feeling it. And more than anything, my emotions are just leveled out, which is important for me and my family because, as you know, May is a really, really busy month for me. And so keeping everything level has just been great. So I just want to encourage you right now, as you're watching this video, find a little bit of time, 15 minutes, whatever, and sit down with a piece of paper and a pen or pencil and get your game plan put together for the remainder of Go Fresh. What's the one thing that you could start doing right now, today or tomorrow, that will help you finish Go Fresh strong? You know that one thing. There's one thing that you could start doing right now that would have an impact in the big picture 32 days from now. Maybe you need to quit doing one thing that's sabotaging your program right now. Only you know the answer to that. So I want to encourage you. Okay, before I sign off, I didn't offer a prize to you all last week. I just chatted and went on so long in the video that I didn't even do it. So this week, we're going to do a prize. Now, I don't have time to talk about it in this video, but on the main forum tomorrow, I am going to talk about my friend and well-respected, he's ended up becoming a mentor to me, Brian Johnson, who you may have seen this book, Philosopher's Notes. He has a website, which I'm going to give you a link to that. He's played a really key role in helping me get my act together over this last 30 days. And I want to tell you more about that, which I'm going to do on the main forum. So in order to get your name put into next Monday's drawing that I'm going to do for a $50 gift certificate to either Natural Zing or the Raw Food World of your choice. You could pick either one, $50 gift certificate. I'm going to be adding your name. If you make a comment underneath this video, let me know what your thoughts are this week. Let me know how you're doing. If you have anything to add to this, I'll put your name in the drawing. Also, when the Brian Johnson Philosopher's Notes thread goes up on the main forum tomorrow, if you comment on that discussion, I'm going to put your name into the drawing a second time. Okay? Guys, I love you all so much. We have 32 days to go out and make a big impact on the big picture of our life. I'd really like to know what your thoughts are. What's your plan? What's the one thing that you can either start or stop doing that's going to help you finish Go Fresh strong? Hit me up in the comments under this video. I love you. I'll be back again soon. Bye.